Now today we'll be doing the speed test comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S25 and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Now if you have like S24 Ultra, so test would be like similar results as you get on the Z Fold 6. And if we compare about the specs of these phones, so generally like if I talk about the chipsets on the Z Fold 6, you're just seeing the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and you get the 12 gigs of RAM. On the S25 you're just getting the latest and greatest flagship chip from the Qualcomm, which is the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, which is like kind of an overclock version of the regular Snapdragon 8 Elite, and it's just bundled up with the 12 gigs of RAM. So we just go ahead and just make sure like there are no background apps are running, and yep. So we just close this one down. Yep, so there's no background apps are running, and like both devices are being connected to the same network. So we just start first with the boot up test. We just go ahead and just restart these both phones and we see which one just restarts faster. And we just go ahead and just do that. So S25 just booted up faster than the Z Fold 6, and but very close by both were. And we just go ahead and just unlock these both phones, and we just go ahead and just start the test. Just to make sure there are no further apps like being open on the background. Both are connected to the same network. We just go ahead and just dive into the Pinterest first and see how this one performs. So faster on the S25. Let's check the animations on these both. Pretty similar, I would just say. Couldn't find much difference regarding that animation. The screens are pretty smooth of both. Both are 120Hz displays. Yep. So then we just go ahead and just launch the InShot over here. So I think both were kind of an instant. I would just say couldn't find much difference. And now we just go ahead and just launch the Play Store over here. Kind of an instant. Couldn't find difference. I would just give this one a try. And just to mention, like the S25 is running on the One UI 7 and Z Fold 6 is still lying down onto the One UI 6. Now we just go ahead and just open the calendar. Slightly faster on the Z Fold 6. And now we just open the YouTube. Faster on the S25, but very closely followed up by the Z Fold 6. Now we just go ahead and just run the speed test over here. So faster on the S25. I would just say they're very close by each other right now up till now. We just go ahead and just run the test itself. So Z Fold 6 was the first one to finish the test. And now we just open the calculator. I would just say instant, slightly, very slightly faster on the Z Fold 6. Now we just go ahead and just launch the camera. I would just give this one a try. And now we just go ahead and just open the Expedia over here. Okay, faster on the S25. And now we just open the Lightcut. Okay, the faster on the S25. And now we just go ahead and just open the Google Chrome. So faster on the Z Fold 6. Let's swipe up and down and see the smoothness of the screens. So I would just say you're just getting pretty much similar experience. I would just say, obviously it's just about the Z Fold 6 screen is pretty narrow than the S25, but the experience itself, you'll just get like both screens are pretty great in their own way, and nothing to complain. Both are like 120 Hz display, very smooth. Yeah, nothing to complain, like both are like great devices. Let's go ahead and just click on something and see which one just opens first. Yeah, almost similar. I would just say Z Fold 6 very slightly faster, but yeah, pretty much similar experience you just get out of it. Now we just go ahead and just open the clock. I will just give this one a tie, and now we just go ahead and just open the Amazon. Faster on the S25, and now we just go ahead and just move towards a little bit of games, and we see like which ones launches this one first. So first we start with the Subway Surf. Alright, that's faster on the S25. Let's go ahead and just wait and just check like how the experience on these both devices. So pretty nice the screen, I would just say, nothing to complain. Very nice colors you're just getting out of this display. It's a great display, I would just say, on the S25. Like for like a least flagship that you can get, like it's a great screen. Like the colors are really popping, pretty nice, natural look, and very well balanced. Like the way that Samsung has calibrated this screen is very nice. It's popping, yet it's not intimidating. I would just say would be the right term to explain this one. Like it's very sweet spot. I would just say. Alright, now we just try the same on the Z Fold 6. Again, I can vouch on that, like it's a great display. Slightly you're just getting more popping colors over here, but nevertheless pretty nice display it is. Nothing to complain. You'll enjoy this one a lot. Alright, so now we just go ahead and just launch a couple of more apps. We just go ahead and just launch the Temple Run 2. Very slightly faster on the S25, I would just say. And now we just go ahead and just launch the S-Wolf Legends Unite. I would just give this one a tie. Little gaming, this one we test out on the Z Fold 6. Obviously you're just getting very narrow screen. Nevertheless, like you're just getting very narrow screen on the Z Fold 6, which is obviously it's not kind of a screen that you want the games to be played on. But it do the thing in a way that is a great wide screen, I would just say. So app optimization on the screen like has been challenging up till now, I would just say. But it's just fun, I would just say still. The screen is very nice, there's no lag or anything that we can notice on it. The speakers are pretty nice, nothing to complain on this device. Like it's kind of flagship speaker kind of a thing that you can get on this one. Pretty nice experience, I would just say. I know it's kind of a basic game, but it's still like pretty nice. We'll just try on the S25 now. I really like holding this compact device, the S25 with rounded corners. Pretty handy. The speakers are perfectly positioned while you want to play the game. The screen, obviously, you're noticing it's better. Like somewhat, you'll feel nice gaming on this one than the G46. Just on time, eh? Yeah, it's a pretty nice gaming experience, I would just say. And for the timing, let's check how the fingerprints on these both fingerprint lodges work on these both phones. So pretty just amazingly it works on the S25. One thing I noticed on the Z Fold 6, you have to just click the button to just log into the device. Let's try again if it's an error. So we just go ahead and just do on this. Yeah, you have to just click the button to just log into the device itself. So both are pretty great systems. Obviously, like it depends upon what you require from the device itself. So both of these, like if you're using the screen protector on the S25, so it has a disadvantage, like it just struggles to register the fingerprint scanner smoothly. However, on the Z Fold 6, it's not the issue over there if you're just wearing the screen protector. Like most of the people are using the screen protector, but nevertheless, like in screen protectors have itself been improved, but somewhat you get sometimes delay in terms of logging into the device itself. So we just go ahead and just launch the Ray Racing 3 now. So faster on the Z Fold 6. And now we just go ahead and just launch the Modern Combat 5. So very slightly faster on the Z Fold 6, kind of a tie, I would just want to say. So now we'll be just going ahead and just launching the King Arthur on these both phones. Faster on the Z Fold 6, and now we just go ahead and just launch the Call of Duty Warzone. So it's loaded fast on the first on the S25. Now we just go ahead and just run the Geekbench 6 test over here. So faster on the slightly faster on the Z Fold 6, but very close by. Now we just go ahead and just run the CPU benchmark test over here. So S25 has completed the test with a single core performance of 2370 in CPU and 9023 in a multi-core score, and almost the Z Fold 6 has also completed. So here you're just getting a greater, like a very less difference with the S25. So you're just getting over here in a single core to be 2289, which is I believe like a pretty great in terms of the how the chip is like 1 year old. But if you see like a multi-core performance, you're just seeing a massive difference in that one, which is like 9023 on the S25 and the 7039 on the Z Fold 6. And now we just go ahead and just launch the GPU benchmark test, and we just see how this one performs on these both phones. So the test has been finished on the S25, and we get the 14539, which is 14,539 of GPU OpenCL score. We're just waiting on to the Z Fold 6 to finish the test itself. Alright, so once we compare the results on these both phones, so there is very slight difference, I would just say, in these both. So you get just 14,268 on the Z Fold 6 and 4539 on the S25. Now honestly, this depicts like the real-time performance of these both devices. Like once you try to use the devices like side by side, so the difference you will feel not so much, I would just say. So the average frame rate that you're getting on the Z Fold 6 is 10.75, and the average frame rates on the S25 is 14.25. So you're just getting a better frame rates on the S25. And once we just slide it down further, so we talk about the battery percentage. So the battery was 42%, dropped 1% to 41%. And on the S25, you get battery to be 85%, and after the test, it was 85%. Temperature-wise, the Z Fold 6 performed better because even with the case on, that did like 36 degrees centigrade to 38 degrees centigrade, which is like a 2-degree increase. And on the S25, you're just getting a 36 degrees centigrade to 39 degrees centigrade. Frame rates, you're just getting 7 FPS to 18 FPS. And on the S25, you're just getting 8 FPS to 20 FPS. So generally, those were like higher on the S25. Now, the question arises like which device would you or should you choose with regards like in these both cases, or if you just substitute the Z Fold 6 with the S24 Ultra. So which one you should choose? So the answer is pretty much easy like in this regard. Like so regarding the performance wise, you wouldn't find much difference honestly in the real-time performance on these both devices. Like if you're just waiting for the One UI 7, so One UI 7 will be coming on to the Z Fold 6 as well, and it's currently on the S25, so you won't miss a thing. If especially you're just into foldable lineup, and if you just want to just get the foldables, obviously the Z Fold 6 is the one of the bestest foldables that you get from the Samsung itself. And the user experience is so much nicer on the inner screen on this one that I would just say it's just best in the market right now with regards to the software, and that's what the foldables are known for actually. So yeah, so you'll be just getting a very tablet-like experience from the inner screen. If you want the foldables, you might want a kind of a hybrid phone. Z Fold 6 is the one for you, or if you want like a regular slab phone, so obviously the S25 is the choice to go with. Yeah. One thing to notice, like you just get slightly better battery on the S25. The battery is smaller, but the thing is that like the chip itself is very much efficient, so you'll be just getting slightly better battery life on the S25 itself. Nevertheless, like for Z Fold 6 has been pretty much improved from the predecessor Z Fold 5 in terms of the battery life, and you get the bigger screen as well. But yeah, if you're just so much concerned about the battery life, so obviously the S25 would be the choice. Like and if you just want better cameras, again the S25 should be the choice regarding that. But the experience that you get on the Z Fold 6, obviously that wouldn't substitute that if you get the S25. Yeah, so obviously the price point, if you talk about the price point, so these devices are like very different. If you compare the S24 Ultra and you're just in with regards to the performance, that will be similar as the Z Fold 6. If you're just considering the S25, so like it would be better option to just go ahead and just get a good deal on the S24 Ultra. You can get the S24 Ultra for the same price that you get the S25 right now. So that will have like a much more better cameras than the S25 itself. So S24 Ultra will be getting the One UI 7, so you'll get almost similar experience as the S25 Ultra. The cameras on that one are like one of the best still, I would just say. There is like a very slight improvement towards the S25 Ultra, but like still the S24 Ultra is like a pretty much nice with regards to that one, and you get that Ultra feel and S Pen in addition to that one. So yeah, so do let me know like which device would you guys choose among these ones, and if you guys have any questions, please do let me know down in the comments, and please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching again. Have a good day. Bye.